Do you know how I focused my efforts in this conversation?
How did you focus your effort in this conversation?
Always remember what brought you here. To move or not to move away from this state. This conversation must always come back to that question. Because that's why we started this conversation in the first place.
Right. Yeah.
And that's how you know when the conversation is over. This conversation is not over until you have the final decision on that question. To move or not to move away from your family. You cannot answer that question correctly without having a full expression of what you truly want to become.
Yeah.
Do you begin to see why? Thumoslang is not easy to swing.
Yeah.
Everything is defined, but using Thumoslang is not the same as learning the definition of every term in the language.
Yeah.
And that's why you need to have a mentor to help you to develop this expression of your ideal self in writing. Because until you have that expression in writing, nobody knows how to love you. If I want to love you, I must know how to respect you. If I want to know how to respect you, I must know how to avoid interfering with your life. If I want to know how to avoid interfering with your life, I must know what your ideals are in each and every department of your business of the self. But because you never publish it, so I don't know, and therefore I cannot love you appropriately. And that's why love sucks every time for everyone.
You done did it again now, Nick.
I'm not sure if you. This isn't exactly relevant to that, but I'm not sure if you know how to answer this. But would you say that if I were to follow this, would you say love is or maybe even without this, maybe you just disagree with the idea. Would you say love is always subject to entropy? Do you know what entropy means?
No.
Entropy, it's basically the idea that if any system is established, slowly it will break down. Some way, somehow it will stop existing.
So what's the question?
So the question is, would you say love is necessarily subject to that?
Love is an action.
Yeah. Or I kind of think of it more as a state, you know, like a state of like affection for someone, or like an emotion that you feel, and it's consistent.
Then you have a different nomenclature.
Oh, I see.
In Thumoslang, love is an action.
What kind of action? How would it be performed?
Push the chair back, stand up.
Oh, okay, and like push it back.
Push the chair back and stand where the chair was.
Oh, I see. So like, yeah.
Walk in place.
Okay.
That is not walking.
Yeah.
Because your body did not move.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? Why is walking in place does not bring you the same result as walking?
Because it doesn't accomplish any movement. You stay in the same
But
place.
why? Because walking has 3 elements: pull, shift, and drop your leg.
Mhm.
When you do walking in place, you do not execute the second element of walk. You do not shift your leg. If you executed an action and you fail to discharge all elements of that action, you will not get the expected result of that action.
Mhm.
Love in Thumoslang nomenclature is an action, and if you don't discharge all 4 elements of love, you will not get the result of love.
So, what are those elements?
That is for another conversation because you have a time limit.
Like I said, I didn't think it. Yeah.
You did it again.
Elaborate.
Um,
Viewers need your help to understand what's going on in your head.
you just had me thinking about my relationship. You had me thinking about, whoa, like how cool would it be actually sitting down with my girl and asking her like, yo, truly write down your business of self and write down this compartment. Let me really see where you want to go. Let me really see how to avoid interference. How can I avoid interfering with your life? How can I truly love you? You know, but if I don't really know hard desires, because it's so true, because we don't know, because if I don't even know about myself, how do I know about hers? You know, so right now you have me thinking like, now like, there's got to be a practice that we got to do. Like, I think every 3 to 6 months, come back and see what has changed in the compartment. You know, what has changed, what is still stagnant. I mean, I got to introduce this to my son. He's 2, but that doesn't mean nothing. I've introduced it to him too, because I want to understand him too. Understand what is he trying to go? Because we can try to create someone else's future, you know, but he might have something completely different going on in his mind, you know. So I think it's going to be good helping him build himself, you know. But Nick, just keep dropping the gems, man. Just keep dropping the knowledge. You got it. Thumoslang, I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you on that. That's what's up. Like, yeah, keep it going. I'm listening. Yeah. I can't even. I just want.
Respect is not enough. That's only one element of love. When you walk, you do 3 elements of walk. Pull your leg, shift your leg, and drop your leg. If you fail to execute the second element of walk, for example, you don't shift your leg, you only pull and drop your leg. The result is not that of walking. If you executed only the first and the third element of walk, pull, drop your legs, the result is that of walking in place. If you don't know how to discharge all 4 elements of love, one of which is respect, and respect is difficult enough, the result is not that of love. So just because you understand someone else's ideals in life, it doesn't mean that you can love that person fully, because respect is not enough.
What's next?
Not for this conversation. I have to say no to that question because that has nothing to do with the focus of this conversation, to move or not to move away from Rhode Island. Focus. And that's how I respect your time and mine in this conversation.
Well, with this new information I got from Thumoslang, I have to go back home and write down everything else. Then properly sit down and ask myself now, what do I want to do? And what am I willing to live with? You know, but this definitely helped me. This definitely helped me being able to put everything down, have a plan of how am I going to attack this big milestone that's about to come in my life, you know. So I'm very thankful, you know. All right, for CTV for giving me the chance, you know. I'm thankful, you know. I'm thankful for you spending time helping me out with this challenge. And I would definitely put everything you told me into practice, and I'll come back and give you my result next time we talk. Viewers, listeners, I want you guys to please put in practice everything he said. I know you guys are just as blown as I am, but we're gonna help. We're gonna keep going. Yeah.
Very good.